So we're going to do a little word association. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
All right. So when I say barrel aged, what do you usually think of?
Stout. I don't know why I said stout, but I did. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's what I would think of.
I've had a barrel-aged porter.
Okay. So
Darker.
Darker, heavier thing.
Yeah, usually.
What if I said barrel aged IPA?
I'd say bring it on.
And that's what we're going to do on this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And today we are about Rumble Oak-Aged IPA from Great Divide Brewing Company out of Denver, Colorado.
Very nice. We've had a few beers from Great Divide Brewing Company. One of them I definitely know we did a podcast on. That was the Titan, like double IPA.
That's right. We weren't huge fans.
No, we clashed with that one.
But we clashed with the Titan?
Thank you.
Nice.
That's true.
I was like, I thought we thought the same thing. Now I get what you're saying. Okay. But see, I like this on the top, on the cap and on the label. It says "Great minds drink alike." And in, the spirit of what we normally do, fully disclose things, I have had this beer. So we have each picked this beer individually before.
Yeah, it was funny. I actually picked up a single of this, and I was like, we were, discussing all the different things that go on. Like, okay, when we do our podcast, let's, try this, and I was like, oh, I got this. I was like, I couldn't believe I found this barrel-aged IPA. And Keith was like, yeah, I bought a 6-pack of that,
said,
right?
Is it Rumble? And you're like, yes.
Yes. And as you asked that, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, I was intrigued enough to buy the whole 6-pack, so.
But you have not told me one way or the other if you liked it, which I appreciate.
Yeah, I have tried to keep that. And Joe didn't tell you either, did he?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't bring it up. Joe has tried this as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Regular listeners to the podcast know that Joe sat in on, 3 of them now?
Yeah.
3?
Yeah, 3 podcasts.
We're looking for more. We're looking to get him in for more.
He's good. He's got the beer bong in a bottle.
That's right. He's had several good contributions.
Famous
already.
Things that have been said.
Yes.
During the podcast.
Oh, the Vortex. Yeah, we were referencing the
yeah.
Vortex.
So what, this is, $8.99 for the 6-pack, I believe?
I actually, at Total Wine, I paid, I think it was $9.99.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. It was close to $10. Okay, that's why I grabbed a single.
Yes.
Because I wasn't sure. I figured I'd like a lot of the things that Great Divide does. They have their oak-aged, their Yeti series oak-aged.
Yep.
Several of those are very good. In fact, I actually have an smoked Baltic oak-aged porter.
From Great Divide?
From Great Divide.
Wow.
It's
All right.
there, but that's a Thanksgiving thing.
Okay, well, hold on. to that.
It's sad. I'm already buying things. I'm like, this will be for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good. We got Darren coming out this year. It's gonna maybe David. Who knows?
We're gonna
be a big party.
we're gonna have some good stuff.
That's right.
But anyway, so I had seen this there and was very excited. I'm looking for the alcohol content.
7.1.
Thank you.
Yes.
7.1.
I
Okay.
got that already. Well, you poured mine a little while ago, and it's not a lot, but the head is still hanging around there.
And it's kind of that more like cream color too.
On the head, you mean?
To the head, yeah.
It's kind of a cloudy copper orange color, sort of.
Yeah. I'm glad we always mention the color, but I feel like we've gotten in a rut with that. But like it's just the beers that we're getting. You know what I mean? It's not like once we throw a stout or a porter in here, we'll finally have something different to say. But everything we have is kind of in that area.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We are kind of that.
Those are the beers we like.
That's right. The pumpkin beers look like this. The IPAs, they look like this. That's the way it is.
That's just how it is.
Deal with it. No, wait. Oh, sorry.
Wow, you don't have to be so angry.
I'm angry with our clientele or with our listeners for asking. Why? Why are you asking? You're not. We are.
So it's actually oak-aged. Oak barrels is what they are using for this. And I'm assuming they do a lot of that. Like I just mentioned, the Yeti series, they have a lot of oak-aged stuff. The Great Divide is...
It's not chips, is it, right? It is barrels?
Yes, it is actually aged on French and American oak.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
you got to smell the oak-aged.
I am getting a hint of that at the back. I'm getting a little...
Yeah, the end, there's that
oaky
the
whiskey...
wood or the whiskey kind of note.
Whiskey kind of note in there, that oak barrel kind of note. But for the most part, it's just those nice savory hops, which I do really like. That really is at the forefront of all this. A little bit of malty sweetness, and then it just goes kind of... At the very end, it trails into that aging. So I wonder, it doesn't say on here, I should look at the website. Our listeners can also check out their website. We'll have a link to that at AboutBeverages.com. And see, I wonder how long they actually do age this beer in oak barrels. Because they could age it for as long as they want. So I wonder if it's like a couple months and then they take it out, or if it's 6 months, or how long. This is seasonal, which we should also mention as well.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if you knew that.
I hadn't seen it before, so I had a feeling it might be.
Okay, it's July through October. So definitely, if you're interested, check this out.
And we'll let you know if you should be interested after we try it.
Oh, yeah, we should probably get to that, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Our listeners really should try most of the things that we have, unless we think it's a zero and just completely terrible.
Right.
Because then that means it was
And
an
even
abomination of our palate.
And even then, they might feel inclined.
Sure.
Somebody's out there buying those zeros. Not us.
This is true.
Not us.
That is very interesting. I'm getting like notes of kind of earth and wood and pine almost. Like there's some sort of definitely like
pine in there,
like
yeah.
woody characteristic. Like those savory hops that I was getting in the aroma, I'm not really getting as much of those in the taste. I'm getting more of like the root of those hops. Like it's like an earthy kind of note. It's really smooth. It's like the amount of hops, the kind of aggressiveness of those in the aroma is very mild in the flavor, which is different and very tasty at the same time. It's very mild.
Well, to me, what comes through, and this is what I didn't want you to read, but you haven't said it yet, so maybe you're not picking it up, is that vanilla and like a caramelness comes, especially there's a like a warm vanilla that comes through on that for me. And I the first time when Joe and I were having these, I thought, ooh, vanilla, and I hadn't read the label, so it could be like a vanilla nut kind of thing, or maybe a vanilla, not hazelnut because that'd be too strong, but a vanilla,
like a macadamia nut kind of thing,
or vanilla macadamia, or something. There's some kind of creamy vanilla action going on there, and I don't know if that's coming out of one of the types of wood. Maybe if that's the French oak or the American oak, but I don't know. But yeah, you're right. It's not super hoppy on the taste.
No,
but those other notes come out.
No,
but it does leave you, like, if you have a little residual like swallow. There's a little sour back there, but
there's a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of that sour, not a lot. It's just a really nice, heavier, smooth IPA. And like I said, I'm getting more of like an earthiness too, like in there. Like comparing this to like the only other kind of like oak aged like IPA that I can think of off the top of my head is obviously like the Stone. They have the Oaked Arrogant Bastard, and that really still has the hop notes still really punch through.
Yeah,
and has like a really pretty aggressive oaking in there, because I think they actually do that with wood chips. They actually have chips in there as opposed to in the barrels, so it's a little bit different in style. This is just a really nice, smooth IPA. Like this would almost be good for people that, if they do like those aromas, but usually then once the bitterness and everything else kicks in, if they don't like that, this would almost be one to try, because it definitely has a smoothness and kind of a, I don't want to say clean, because there's a lot of good flavors going on there, but the hop isn't very aggressive.
Yeah.
I like that. That's really tasty. I'm not getting, like I said, the vanilla kind of note as of right now, but everything else, like I said, that's just really good.
Maybe I'm not naming that aroma or that taste correctly, but to me that's kind of what it is. It's like a caramely vanilla sort of thing, and that's what, like I said, that's what I didn't want you to see on the website there.
I really like that. I kind of now wish I had bought a 6-pack. That's pretty tasty. I like that. Well, I would have to say once again that Great Divide seems to know their oak aging.
Yeah, they do. They know their way around the barrel.
They know their way around the barrel. And we know our way around a website. And that's where you should be going at AboutBeverages.com. Check out our tasting notes for this beer and where it hits on our recommendation scale, along with checking out the drink database. When you get there, follow us on Twitter, become a fan of us on Facebook, and just in general, get in contact with us. Talk, give us questions. What are we looking for? We're looking for suggestions always, right?
Yeah, well, suggestions. Well, we're always looking for free things to try. But if that isn't what you want to do, then like I said, communicate with us somehow. The fall's coming, the holidays are coming, the New Year's on the way. What are you going to be doing? Drinking, trying, making? Let us know. Get in touch with us one way or the other.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.